So this video is going to cover two things. It's going to cover the steps for the Earthship over the next few days, and it's also going to cover a little bit of the math for this week. So I'm going to start with the Earthships. If you go into the assignment, go to the schedule, we are now at Monday, Tuesday. You should be building, sketching, modeling your prototype. So how do you know which one to pick? What ideas worked best? For that, you want to go to the define section. And you want to use this criteria here: ease of construction, safety, cleanliness. When you're looking at your ideas, you want to evaluate them based on that. Which one of these gives us safety? Which one of this is the cleanest? And which one of these do I think gives us the best chance at ease of construction? Because that's what the user wants. So that's the criteria you should be using. You might have some really cool designs that you want to explore. Well, that doesn't fit the criteria this time because we were thinking about the user and what they want. Now, the user is the class, that's where the data came from, but we want to be thinking about what we were told people want, not just what we want. Today, I'm going to be reading your ideas and seeing what you've been brainstorming, and then on Wednesday, that should get posted in the shared document for feedback, but more on that later. Moving on to math. This week in math, I got some feedback that people wanted to do some stuff out of the textbook, so that's no problem at all. So the textbook stuff is right here. So you go into My Nelson, and we're going to skip right past geography, and we're going to stop right before science, which is coming tomorrow in the science video. But you click in there, and I will do the grade 7 example first. You open up the grade 7 textbook, and as you saw in the schedule and is also written in the post, grade 7s are responsible for section 8.3. So you click here, 8.3, and then when you open it up, grade 7s, you are questions 5, 11, and 15. So when it says on the schedule, or when it says in the post 8.3, 5, 11, 15, grade 7s, you go into Nelson Mathematics 7, 8, 8.3, and then questions 5, 11, 15. Grade 8s, you are in your grade 8 textbook, section 8.5, 10, 12, and 17. And the work you're doing is some algebra. So I'm going to do a short example. I think a lot of you know this already, but if you don't, this will be important for you to watch. So the example I'm going to talk about is as though I binge watch a lot of TV, which I haven't been doing a ton of, but I must admit I've been doing some of them. I'm going to talk grade 7 first. So imagine that the number of episodes that I watch, let's say Grey's Anatomy. I'm going to let E rep episodes, and I'm going to let T rep time watching TV. Now, so then I'm going to say, because each episode is 44 minutes, the time I watch is equal to the number of episodes I watch times 44. So let's imagine that I watch 5 episodes. Well, then the time I watch is going to be equal to 5 episodes. This is important that you use brackets when you substitute in, times 44. 5 times 44, 220. So now I know, just by substituting those variables, that I've watched TV for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Grade 8 is a little bit more complicated. Let's imagine grade 8s that I, because I'm old, take 12 minutes to set it up. That means the time that I watch TV is equal to the episodes I watch times 44. But no matter how many episodes I watch, I always have to add that 12 minutes for setup. So then when I solve, I go through, I watch for 2 hours, 20 minutes, plus 12. Time I spent, I guess it's not spent watching TV, but time spent dealing with TV is 232 minutes. And grade 8's for you. You need to solve 4 variables. So I'm going to do the second question in number 10, which is 2t plus 1.3 equals 3.9. So the first thing you need to do is isolate, get alone with the t on one side, so the variable on one side. So we're going to keep 2t over here. And then in order to get rid of the 1.3, we subtract it from this side, so there's going to be nothing left. If we also subtract it from this side, 3.9 minus 1.3, do the same thing to both sides, gives us 2.6. Now I know 2t equals 2.6. Maybe some of you can start to see it, probably. But if you can't, what we need to then do is do the same thing to both sides. We're going to divide by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 2t divided by 2 gives us t alone. 2.6 divided by 2 gives us 1.3 alone, and that shows us that t equals 1.3. That's it, grade 7s and 8s. You should know that stuff. I think a lot of you do know it. There's some chances to practice, and there's a couple more complicated ones. What I'd like you to do with your work, if you have questions, if you want me to look at it, upload it into Tuesday's math assignment. I'm going to post the assignment on Tuesday, and then you can upload your document or upload a photo of your work into there. Don't turn it in. I'll just take a look and give you feedback, and then turn it in once you're done the bigger assignment as well. All right, that is it, grade 8. So that is Monday. You should be watching this video. Good. Starting to do some of these questions, doing the opinion line, and working on your sketch or prototype based on the defined criteria. Okay, talk to you soon, 8-7.